Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers. We don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Madder than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known throughout the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be finer than a run by Ernest Biner and a big Kevin Mack attack. We got Bernie the Kid, and I'm glad we did. He's as talented as he is cool. In the clutch is quite a twosome.
What are your names?
Ashley.
Ashley?
Missy.
Ashley and Missy. All right, we got Ashley and Missy here in the front muni lot. We're going to ask them a couple questions regarding today's game. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. So far, what do you got on the menu? First of all,
We have buffalo chicken dip, meatballs, hot dogs, and pasta salad.
all right, we're going to get into the hard stuff now. We already went through the easy questions, so here's the meat and potatoes. What players today are going to be key for the Browns to pull a victory?
Landry and Mayfield.
Good enough. How about you? No?
I got nothing.
She's got nothing. All right. What's your resume? What's your Browns resume? How long have you been coming tailgating, and how long have you been a fan?
A long time. I'm 35, so a very long time.
Yeah, unfortunately, a very long time. All right, this is the question of the day. What is your prediction for today's game? What's the score going to be?
I'm bad at that. 35-17.
35-17.
Browns, obviously.
All right, we had to ask. All right, that's it. Missy? Ashley? Thank you. What are your names?
All right. Hey, welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks, everyone. It's Wednesday, and none of us are quarterbacks. Oh,
And
come
why is my
on.
real name up here? Okay.
Oh, I didn't change my name either.
It's Wednesday, and none of us are quarterbacks, including Baker Mayfield.
Oh, jeez. Can people at home see our faces?
Yeah.
Because apparently
It's
they can.
Small, it's small, but yeah, they can.
Because apparently the Browns came to Foxborough on Sunday with this icon. Ready to work,
Yeah, that's good.
not ready to work.
All right. Well,
And I think they turned it to this side.
Hey, can you show that one more time for those watching at home?
Sure, the Browns could have came with ready to work, but instead they came with not ready to work.
Is there one that says they came ready to work for one series? And then they say, that's good enough. We're done.
Hey, don't you think Bill figured them out?
They were outcoached
figured who out?
from
The
the
Browns,
second.
their whole plan.
Outcoached.
You lost your chub.
More like out.
Yeah. Well, didn't we all?
They were outplayed.
All right. What's on the agenda today?
This team blows. Oh man, this is gonna be a great show.
You know, I used the word team because right now the only thing we have is a kicker. That's the only thing we have is a kicker.
And we
Wow.
needed him for an extra point. That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
All right,
right.
jump in with both feet.
At least
Come on.
get
the
into
Scottish Hammer got back on track. That was good to see.
So
All right.
you can join us live in Zoom if you go to zoom.us and hit 599-401-010. Now, you can also call in via telephone. You have to dial that number. So you'd actually have to take a picture of it, open up the picture, dial it, because you're not going to remember it. But you could go to past episodes and write it down so you have it. You could also put it in your phone and tag it as a contact for Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. Quotes, stats, stories, and our You Heard It Here First predictions. I also want to update of the points leader. If you're able to provide that, this team blows.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Brian was not here last week,
And
so
you
we
weren't
didn't
here
get an
last
update
week,
from
so
last
yeah,
week.
we need an update. I mean, this ship doesn't sail if one member is missing, especially one as important as you.
Do we need that update?
Absolutely.
I will be more than happy to provide it for you. Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Oh yeah, we're not going to do that till the end. So
Brian is clearly not ready to work.
No one said
like
that we
this
were.
is the comment. Like this would be a nice opportune time to make a comment about like a well-oiled machine or something like that. But no, we're not doing predictions yet. Let's do some quotes.
Before we get to quotes, I'm going to put my guesses in right now. It's either Myles Garrett or Jarvis Landry because both of them were quote machines all week. I got a 50-50 shot on most of them, I think. Moving along.
All right, great.
That was fascinating. Fascinating.
With the Patriots comfortably ahead, we are going to take you to a more competitive game.
Oh, we know that one.
Oh,
that one came from Storm because Storm put that on
Eagle?
Yep, it's from Storm.
No, so that's
and who said it? Or
Eagle.
what network said it? We don't have the actual announcer.
CBS CBS.
CBS
Yeah,
in
CBS.
What city?
Seattle, because
There you go.
Storm was watching it, so it
Nailed it.
yeah, he put it on Facebook, and that's where he lives.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember seeing
Good
Storm.
start. Good start to the quotes, guys.
Thanks, Storm, for just piling on, a-hole. The game wasn't even over, and he's piling on.
Trust me, man. There's plenty more quotes piling on. You already named a couple of them, but see if you can match
Yeah, that
them
was
up.
like the third quarter or whatever the hell it was. So
Yeah.
Right. Moving on.
You want to read this one, Johnny?
I don't have an explanation besides we got outplayed and outcoached.
What is that?
The truth?
No shit, but like who's? Come on.
Who said
like
that?
I know
Every-
who said that. Every single person that watched that fucking game.
Right. Every single radio host on 92.3 The Fan, 1100, AM 850, and the Polka Channel. They all said the same thing.
It was also a player.
I don't know.
That was Myles Garrett. I'm
An
going with Myles
offensive
Garrett.
player.
Well, still going with Myles Garrett. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Oh, okay.
Joel Bitonio. Of course, he was saying that a few days after a generational contract was signed.
Saying that while he was counting his money.
I don't think Joel is the problem.
No, the right side of that offensive line was god awful.
Blake Hance had a tough day. I'll give you that.
A tough day.
Yeah,
So,
real tough. But that listen, hey, that's not even his position.
No. We
He's
missed
the
Jack Conklin.
guard.
Yeah, we missed Jack Conklin.
I mean,
for sure.
come on.
If it's not one thing, it's the other. If we are going to make any excuses for this team, if it's not one thing, it's the other for the Browns this year so far.
You know, our favorite Phil Hubbard is supposed to be the swing tackle, and he's out. So
I'm sorry.
Was that a legit mistake or was that a purposeful?
that was
Nice.
purposely.
Nice.
They could have plugged in there everybody's favorite stat.
Chris, everyone, it's Chris.
I really
Chris. All right.
I could agree with you on some of these things, but when this team was at full strength, they weren't really lighting it up. So
Yeah, but it was still early.
yeah, but your ass. We went from does anybody want to hear a funny stat I heard earlier this week? We finished the season last year. The defense was ranked like 18th or 19th. Do you know where we are total defense right now?
Isn't it like 23rd?
No, it's 27th.
Oh,
Oh,
even
we're
worse.
worse?
What's
What do you want?
27th?
We are ranked like 27th or 28th, depending on which site you go to in total defense right now at this juncture of the season. Through week 10.
Oh, that's
Like
nice.
after week 2 or week 3, we were like ranked 2nd or 3rd.
That's awful.
We are now like 27th ranked defense.
Obviously, that game didn't help.
Glenn wants to know where Tom is. He was expecting to see him in here lighting up bake. Well,
But
you
the
won't be
problem
expecting
that
to see him anymore.
The reason that I bring that stat up is because remember last year our defense was deplorable by everyone's account. And we went out and we accumulated all these veteran players and draft picks and
It is
besides
not
Newsome
working.
and Cormoa and stuff like that. I mean, our defense is a fucking sieve besides a few people.
Well, Brian, I would
That's
just
the way
add,
we
if we could please delete one of the earlier episodes where we picked who we thought the defense impact player of the year is going to be, and I picked Mr. Johnson, who looks awful.
I picked Denzel Ward, and no one.
He
would
blows.
believe that.
Warden's doing okay. Lisa
Yeah.
says, if you ain't first, you're last. Glenn says, we were second in the league after week 4, I believe.
Yeah, I thought it was second or
In
third
defense?
after week 2 or 3. But maybe he's right. Maybe we were ranked.
Oh,
second
right.
before.
After the Chicago
now-
Bears game, of course.
And
Oh,
6
yeah.
weeks later, 6 weeks later,
Good point, Jim.
we are now 27th, I believe.
Right.
All right.
That was an outlier.
Next quote. Next
Mm.
quote.
Mm-mm. And we should all say hi to Glenn.
Glenn, as playmakers, when the ball's in the air, we're doing our best and understanding and knowing it's the situation where he's got to get healthy. But we're still out here making plays with each other.
Jarvis.
Yeah, I thought, didn't he do that say that at the food drive?
Yeah, he said it at the food
Said
drive.
that
to
at the
Mary
food
Kay.
drive.
Yeah, I was listening to Mary Kay on 92.3 The Fan this morning. I thought she quoted that.
Poor guys out there trying to give away some free turkeys, and they got to shove a mic in his face and ask him about this week's game.
Hey, why does this offense blow so hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
what.
goes, I don't know. Sorry.
If he's hurting the team, then just sit him.
Baker, you're 100% right.
Sit him. I mean, Keenum's terrible, so don't expect a miracle. But
Right.
What do you?
I-
what
Although
do
I-
you
the guy healthy.
prefer? Do you prefer a banged up 60-70% Baker or 100% Keenum? Or
I
is it a
think
toss up?
75% Baker is better than Case Keenum.
Okay.
Now, I thought Mary Kay, I'm not going to say made a good point, but she posed a very good question. And because she was asked, why not just sit Baker if he's a little dinged? And her response was, if you sit Baker because he's a little dinged, that is equivalent to benching your first number 1 overall pick from a few years ago.
But they
You
didn't
are
pick him.
benching him.
Right.
Because
But then-
unless
wait,
he's
wait, what?
absolutely the medical doc, the medical staff, the coaches, and he says, I can't go, by sitting him, you're essentially benching him.
Great.
I'm not saying
exactly.
she's right, but that's a heck of a question.
If he's hurting the team, yeah, go sit the fuck down. Go over there.
Right.
Go sit the fuck down.
Jedrick Wills was
Where
not
are you-
playing that great on a bum ankle, and he was out there,
Who?
and we all said he's hurting the
Everyone
team.
wants their NFL
Yeah, but you
players
can
to
get
go out
by
there.
with a
You're
left tackle
comparing-
with a bum ankle.
See,
If your quarterback,
You're comparing
if
apples to
Stefanski has to
giraffes.
call
See?
different plays
It's always different when it's the quarterback.
because
We want everyone else out there, like John's saying. I mean, a clockwork orange and brown.
He's full of shit.
all right.
It's like saying, oh,
Moving
just
on.
A 67%
still out there.
Baker is better than 100% Keenum.
He is.
They
I
still
think.
would have got torched
Yeah,
Case
I mean,
Keenum
because
sucks.
our defense
Okay.
is shite.
yeah, I mean, they made Jones look. I mean, everybody said it. Oh, he looks like Tom Brady. Jesus, he looked like Joe Montana. I mean, it was
And
ridiculous.
I don't want to rewind for context, but Glenn has called It's Better with Kevin a jackass.
What did I say? What did I say now?
I
What
think
did I
it
say
was,
this time?
I said I didn't want to. I didn't want to go back.
I haven't even said anything.
I
That's
think it
stupid.
was about the defense being
Yeah, whatever.
in the Chicago game.
Defense, the defense. fucking-
I
Moving
just
on.
needed that to be on the record.
Okay, that's fine. Moving on.
Come on, don't
Who
be
knows?
grumpy.
That could
Next
go
quote.
back to 1997 at Brat House. Who knows?
Next quote. Glenn wasn't there.
Right.
So that was wide receiver Jarvis Landry. We all knew that from the Turkey Bowl or the Turkey Handout.
Clockwork Orange and Brown, you got this one.
It's been tough, but I don't think anybody gives a damn. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to feel bad for us. It is what it is.
That's Baker, number 6.
Nailed it. Jimmy's got the quotes. On lock.
Oh, I was going to say the Lake County Health Department, but all right. It is
Well,
Baker Mayfield.
on how difficult the season has been.
Read
for
the
him.
shirt behind me.
Nobody cares. Work harder. That's awesome.
We have to buy you a dryer so you don't just hang up your clothes randomly throughout your house. So, throw them in the dryer like normal people. When they're
Steven's watching. Steven, just so you know, we gave you a quote slide earlier. You'll have to check the VOD.
Yeah, well,
to,
Steven's a
see it.
butthole, so.
Next quote. We've got to go back to the drawing board and see how we can get better. See how we can scheme better. See how we can make adjustments on the fly. I am letting in...
Every Cleveland coach for the last who knows how many years said that shit.
Yeah, that's Hugh Jackson.
Oh,
that's Stefanski,
Hugh, Freddie.
I like it. I don't know if it was the second quarter. I jumped on Facebook and It's Better with Kevin posted Stefanski's press conference. We got to get better.
That was me.
I was like, I wanted to say something, but I was like, he's 100% right. That's all he's going to say.
All right, so
You know
who
what?
said this?
I could take.
That's all he
this,
said.
I could take this stupid fucking quote in preseason or week 2, week 10.
You guys are going to like who said this.
This is shit.
I sure
Guys are
hope
gonna
it's
like who
Joe
said
Woods.
this.
Yeah, I hope it's Joe Woods. That would be
Charlie
perfect.
Hewlett.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Miles Garrett.
When you hear him say it, it's a little bit more compelling.
I guess.
Guess he's taking a shot at the coach on that one in a
Exactly.
roundabout way.
That's
Exactly.
exactly what he did.
And he spoke with the head coach, the day after.
Well, you know what? That
Or
might
the
be.
head coach
Is that,
spoke with him.
Is that why he was excused from practice today for personal reasons?
No, he's playing.
I didn't ask that. I said, is that why he was excused from practice today for personal
Oh,
reasons?
yeah. Hey, I don't know.
Did
Maybe.
him and the coach have a little sit down and he said, you know what? Why don't you take a fucking day off and get out of here for a minute?
Cool off, Miles.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's
Take
not
your
Miles
Halloween
Garrett.
decorations down.
Miles
Why don't
Garrett
you
has
get
every
your
right to
defensive
say what he
tackles?
wants.
Why don't you get your
I mean-
defensive tackles to stop the run?
I mean,
Miles Garrett was getting double and triple teamed on practically every play.
okay.
Blocks coming in from wide receivers. Bill Belichick said, we may lose, but it's not going to be because of Miles Garrett. And they just went out and we had no answer.
Who is the guard that plays opposite? I know they have Malik Jackson and Malik McDowell next to Garrett. Who plays on the other side next to our other end, Clowney?
I don't hear Patriots players saying shit like that.
You know why? Because the Patriots scheme involves undrafted free
Not every
agents making interceptions.
Not every week. And my point is, Bill would never stand for anybody doing that. Ever. They'd be off the team.
Oh, for saying that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Bill, they'd have been cut for
They'd
one
be
reason or
gone.
another.
He doesn't care.
No, I mean,
No.
But they also play with a little bit more discipline over there.
Never should have fired him.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I agree. No, actually, that every time we lose to the Patriots, I get pissed at least several times on Monday at Art Modell.
Oh, man, you got to stop living in the past there, kid.
No, I
I
can't.
just-
I can't. I refuse. He's an asshole.
We all know Miles is right, but you can't say that. You say it behind closed doors. You don't say it in front of them.
Hey,
and Jimmy
I'm
Jimmy
more than
and
happy
John
that
and
a
Brian.
player actually said it.
Well, to your guys who said they'd be off the team if they said that on a Belichick coach team, even the GOAT, Tom Brady, couldn't keep Antonio Brown around because he was being a malcontent, and Belichick was like, I don't care if he's your boy or not. Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
So,
And then he
Belichick-
ended up losing Brady.
And they got rid of Moss after what, 1 year?
Hey,
2 years? So,
the Raiders cut
Oh,
Ruggs.
well. We're off the subject.
Too soon?
Go on.
Got Russ.
Go on.
Too soon.
A little different.
So let's
little
just
different.
cut Miles.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Right.
Miles is he's the best player on the team. There's no question about it. Moving on.
All right.
Nope, right now McLaughlin is.
And he knows that, which is why he should know better.
McLaughlin knows that, and that's why.
He's just happy to have a job, and he's
Well,
doing his
he's
job
He's the
well.
only one that's doing his job.
He's doing his job well. Absolutely. Nobody would have predict that in preseason, but here he is. All right.
There he is. Oh, there's no more quotes. That sucks.
Oh. The
Biggest
Browns currently
issue
have
with
a
the
50.
Browns.
The
Really?
Browns currently have a 50% chance to make the playoffs. What's the biggest issue? This was from House of Highlights. I just brought it up. I put it in there. I thought it was a good poll. I wanted to see where you guys did. Baker, offensive play calling, the defense. That game. Let's talk about just that game.
Just that game has got to be offensive play calling.
Okay.
Defense. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the defense.
Oh, the defense was deplorable.
But, I think you...
Absolutely deplorable.
Do you have to give it to Baker because that put the defense on the field for so long?
Well, but at the same
give it
time,
to-
He
offensive
didn't
play
even
calling,
finish the game, so I don't
offensive
know how
play
you can give
calling
it to
is,
Baker.
is a
but-
big factor in that because we abandoned the run way too early in that game, if
That's
you
true.
ask me. At 21-7, we were throwing the ball all over the yard like it was the only thing we could do. It was
Yeah,
fucking terrible.
like we're good at it so far.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think-
go with the defense because there was
Oh, shit.
a
Here we
lot
go.
of plays, but there was one play that stands out where you had all the linebackers ran to one spot in the middle of the field, and whatever the Alabama quarterback's name, he just threw it,
Mac Jones?
over the top.
yeah.
Yeah, Mac Jones just sent it to the outside and easy points. So it's got to be the defense. They didn't look like they knew what was going on at all.
Now,
I
any
could,
point
I
in
could
that
very
game.
easily see that poll being 33, 33, 33.
Yeah,
I
they
mean-
just cut it off at the right time.
Yeah.
now the problem I have with Steven's take on this is, didn't CBS Seattle go to a more competitive game? How did you see that play?
Oh, it was in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Well, Tony Grossi tweeted out, and I think his quote said something like, "Oh, Browns down 2 scores, empty backfield," or something to that extent, which was exact. In other words, he's like, "Yep, abandoning the run." And your 21-7 is not the time to abandon the run.
Oh, no. When it was 14-7, they went 5 out of 6 plays were pass plays.
An empty backfields
And
with
It
Felton
makes no
out,
sense.
did anybody
Felton
notice
out on
that
the wing
half
where
of
you know you're not going to throw a running back pass. It was like, that was ridiculous.
Did anyone notice that the majority of the time they touted they had 4 or 5 wide out there for these pass plays, that 3 of them were fucking tight ends? Everyone knows tight ends don't get
Oh,
separation.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what were we thinking there?
I
Yep.
I still
Stefanski
believe
out.
in
He's gotta change
Stefanski
it.
as a coach.
Well, you're crazy. At this
think
point.
we're losing confidence.
He's
in
gotta
Kevin, for
step
sure.
his game up if he wants to stay.
I don't think it's.
No, I think he needs to get new lieutenants. He needs to get new assistant coaches.
At this point.
Not when he's calling the plays.
I don't think the problem is Stefanski.
The
either.
players didn't do him any favors. Njoku dropped balls. So Baker's
No,
not
but
leading
like
his
John
receivers.
said, when you come out with 3 tight ends and what do they? You only have so many options.
Yeah, good point. You
Run
made,
at that
John.
point,
Even though it was me.
and they
He
do it all
is
the
at a
time.
critical point. He's getting ready to lose the locker room. You got your boy Jarvis Landry starting to say, "How come I'm not getting the ball more?"
Right. Now, then you're
Because
really
he has to throw it to fucking what's his name every third play, Hooper or Njoku or Bryant. Those guys.
They didn't do themselves any favor. Njoku dropped a ball or 2. Njoku should have had a touchdown in the end zone.
obviously.
Oh, yeah,
Jim, what are you eating?
They're not.
I mean,
they're not doing
Would
it.
that have changed anything?
Corey says it's more on the coaching because they should have made adjustments on both sides of the ball. That was evident. Miles asked for adjustments.
What drive was that where Njoku dropped the touchdown pass?
First drive.
Well, they
All of them?
still scored a touchdown though on that drive, didn't they?
Yeah, because Hooper bobbled and caught one in the end zone.
Took him 4 downs.
It didn't end up hurting him at all then. So that,
No,
So
but
you're-
still, that should have been a
So you're
touchdown
okay
on
with
second down.
Njoku's
Should have
drop?
been.
Is that, you're just negating it because they scored? Not
they
a big
still
deal.
scored. All right.
All right. This whole show is going to be nothing but complaining, and it darn well deserves to be.
No.
It deserves to be.
No. What?
There's nothing good to say,
Once
obviously.
we
The only thing good to say is other teams also lost or tied.
Once we start talking about the Great
Yeah,
Lakes
but-
Classic, our mood will change.
Didn't that?
Oh, the
didn't-
great-
wasn't that what was worse this
Play
week?
the song.
The way the Browns looked, or the fact that the Ravens lost, the Bengals didn't even play, and the Steelers tied, and we couldn't make up any ground in the division.
Yeah, the only positive is they can still win the AFC North. That's it.
They
And that's what they're
absolutely
going to
can.
have. If they want to go to the playoffs,
No
they
doubt.
have to win the division now.
The Bengals moved up in our division, and we're on a bye.
That's the only way you're going to make it is to win the division. That is
Yeah.
correct.
We can go to the next one and see if we can find anything good.
Great
Miles-
Lakes.
So the left-hand side, the PFF is highest graded Browns overall through Week 10. The right-hand side is highest graded Browns in Week 10. And I would like to congratulate Jordan Elliott for his 63.5, making the top 5 list on last Sunday's game. Congratulations, Jordan.
Yeah, that's like when you play Monopoly and you get the card. Congratulations, you've won second prize in a beauty contest and you're only playing with 2 people.
And you get $15.
Yeah, that's not really something I want to be top 5 in this week.
Not the
Three,
best.
three
Not
pink
the best.
$5 bills.
I do like the left-hand side. We got our line in there, but you can see Conklin, who's been out. Everyone else doing pretty good. Denzel Ward up in the top 5 for the Browns. He's been doing good.
I do like the sack total stat.
That's
but
awesome. Seahawks 15, Chiefs 14, Myles Garrett 13, Falcons 11.
I got to
But-
be critical of Miles, as I always am.
Oh, ridiculous.
He does his one move where he rushes up the field at full speed, and then all you have to do is just run right at him or throw a screen pass right over his head,
And they
and
did
he's
that.
totally out of the play.
They did that, and they got burned.
They did that.
He
more
doesn't
often
he
than-
doesn't even bother to try and defend the run or the pass. He's just trying to get a sack
And
every
you know
fucking
who,
time.
whose feet should be held to the fire for that right there, James?
Joe
fucking-
Woods.
You mean to tell me when they have a timeout, he doesn't call those guys over and go, "Hey, they just threw 4 fucking screen passes on us, and each one went for 14 yards. Do you think we can knock that shit off, fellas?"
You would think that one of the coaches should be saying something about that or doing something about it, but
And you know what? And if Joe Woods isn't doing it, it's time for Stefanski to walk over there and go,
at
"Hey,
some
Joe,
point
what
the
the fuck
players
is
have
going
to
on
take
here, man?"
responsibility for that as well.
And you know, how quick did it take to realize Myles Garrett's getting, if not triple teamed, double teamed every play? Clowney, where was the rest of the defensive line? Linebackers.
I hate to disagree with you on this. I watched that game as much as everybody else here did. I did not see him getting double and triple teamed that often.
Neither did
He
I.
was not.
Neither
He was
did I.
getting chipped by the running back. He was
Chipped
getting
by the running
the
back.
wide receiver would come in and block. The wide receiver put him on his ass because he wasn't expecting
And that
it.
was that wide receiver did that by himself. It wasn't a double team.
I know, but he came in totally unexpected. My point is
He
they were
got
giving a lot of
manhandled by
attention
a
to
wide
Garrett.
receiver that weighs 195 pounds. He got floored by that
All
guy.
right. Well,
Wow.
Problem
hey,
is,
you
if
got
he-
10
if he
other
was-
guys on the field. What are they doing?
If he was getting double and triple teamed, I'd be really pissed at this defense
That's
because
why
that
we
means
say
there's
I
2
think
guys that
Hey,
are
where's
available.
That's
Clowney?
why we say he got outcoached. If you can,
Oh,
if you can
absolutely.
run that and have that wide receiver do that and have it work,
I would love to take a poll and see if the
And it
Browns
just
got
goes,
outcoached or
it
just
goes
plain
without
out
saying
outplayed.
our linebackers are god awful.
well, we
They
gotta
are
go back.
terrible.
We got to go back to that slide because we have to
Oh.
give a shout out to Greg
Whoa.
Newsome for being tied with 2 other rookies for most forced completions, even
That's
though
terrific.
he didn't have a terrific game on Sunday.
Well, I heard Jimmy, I think, say it. Clowney, where were you?
Nowhere.
Well, Brian should have his update by now.
I'm just telling you, we didn't get outcoached. Well, I'm sorry. We got 20% outcoached and 80% outplayed.
Tom
And a
Izzo-
lot of the
It pushed
Yeah,
you all
I
over
agree.
the field.
and Brian, even more to the point, did it not appear that they just quit?
Yeah.
At halftime, it seemed like.
They were like, all right, we're
But
just
you know, that was the thing. It was what, 20? Was it 21-7 at halftime? I believe. I might be wrong. The Patriots got the ball. They came out. You pushed a 3 and out on them, and then you did nothing. You did nothing.
And that was one of the questions I was going to ask you all is, at what score did you think this is it? We're never coming back from this. Was it 14-7 or 21-7?
21-7.
21-7. I said we lost. It's
That's
over.
it. That's it. You
Yep.
just knew they were not going to come back.
You could tell
For
they
me,
had already.
it wasn't exact score. It was when they completely abandoned the run.
Yeah,
And then I was like, all right, you're going to
21-7.
try to make up 14 points in 5 minutes when if you get a couple of stops and you keep running the ball control, all you're going to do is put your defense right back out there. They're getting tired. They're getting worked. And I was like, all right, they have no chance now because they're just completely abandoning
Here's
the
the
run.
question. Did the defense give up because they knew the offense wasn't going to score any points, or because they think Joe Woods is a jackass?
It has to be Woods. I mean, you saw the quote. Let's go
I
back.
think it's one. I think it's the first one.
Okay.
The quote. They gave up on Joe Woods. Look at it, Myles Garrett, the leader of your defense, says it right here.
I
You
know.
gotta scheme better.
Yeah.
I agree with that. They didn't. They had no idea what was going on.
Oh,
No idea.
When you're able to go back up to the quote, that's a compelling argument.
We don't have to go back to the quote. Was terrible the first time. We don't got to go back there.
We went back, and his point was made.
Who wants an update on the points?
Yeah, let's do it.
And it's,
Everyone,
you know,
get your predictions in.
You want to know what's great about this year's points so far is we actually have some little bit of competition.
You mean Glennon is it running away with it?
Well, if you ask Glenn, he's going to say he has 7 points, which is not.
Is Nick Chubb back?
No,
He's not?
Not yet.
Nick Chubb has not been cleared yet. He's still listed as day-to-day.
He can go up until Saturday, though.
Felton
How about Jack
Jack
Conklin?
no,
I think he
believe
has one or
Dimitri-
two more games.
I think Felton has been ruled out already. I think.
What?
I don't.
Hunt is ruled out for sure.
Yeah.
I know that. I did know that.
Because I care. I'm getting ready to take off, but because I care
Oh shit! Here we
about
go.
the psyche of that city that I still call home, even though I live in Seattle, I still consider Cleveland home. I'm going, and I care about your psyche.
All
So
right.
I don't want the Browns to have this big blowout game and win by 50 points. And then the next game, they're sad.
Right.
I'm going with the Lions, 40, Browns, 20.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey,
Well,
Steven, did you see my prediction in the last post where I said the Browns are going to lose to the Patriots upwards of 40 after the
I
game?
did see that.
So I have a question before you go. What morals are you here to support for us?
I don't know. I
Yes.
just just
Morals
just
are
wanted to-
vacated on the fan. cast.
Y'all just needed support, man.
Did you mean morale, not morals?
Yes.
That would have been better. I should have put that. Yeah, definitely.
You are our favorite troll.
I'm just here to. Support.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So if
if
we
come in,
I will wear that troll label proudly.
He's
All right,
wearing
so
the
Brian, you
logo
have-
like he-
yeah, your team
he wears-
tied. Your team tied the team we're playing. Is that why you are predicting the score the way you did? 'Cause
Hold on. a
Yes.
second.
Your team
Whoa,
beat
whoa,
us.
whoa, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Just a
the
second.
Steelers did beat the Browns. Yeah,
I'm wondering. I'm learning something today. I'm led to believe that Stephen Thomas is from Detroit.
no. I'm from Cleveland, grew up there, but I've been a
But he's a
Oh,
Steeler.
Steelers fan when I was a kid.
Well, that
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
That's why he's banned from the city and has to live in Seattle.
That's why
Yep.
he still wears a members only jacket.
All right.
On that
Well,
note, y'all take care. Have a good week.
With
All right,
that
man.
quote, Brian was ready to work.
we got the Motor City Kitties coming up. What's our points looking like? Let's go to the predictions.
Oh
slide.
man, through as many weeks of the season, you'd think it would.
Gotta lose your mind in Detroit, Rock City.
What's
All
going on?
right. Sorry about that.
So right now we have Glenn with 1, Jeremy with 1, John Sturmack with 1, Brian with 1,
Wow.
and Liz with 2,
Whoa.
Connie with a twofer only because she guessed it perfectly right that 1 week,
Nice.
Yep.
and Bob Akbar has 2.
What?
That was hard to say.
Who did he get one for New England? Who got the point this past week?
This is who got the point for New England. I don't know if you can see the sheet with the huge X through it because nobody picked New England to win.
Ah.
Yeah, so nobody
No
gets a
point
point.
last week.
It's fair.
No
Gotcha.
point.
So are we
Well,
going to be
you were the
playing?
closest
Are we going to be
one.
playing the backup?
What are you saying? Carry over the point?
I doubt it.
No.
Or are you saying that we're going to play Case Keenum?
We could carry over it and give 2 points to who predicts the correct
I'm
score.
gonna
'cause
put-
I think we all know the Browns are going to win, right?
You know,
Now it's like Pittsburgh, Detroit. It's a tie. Nobody gets a point.
I was gonna pick
No.
tie.
Boo.
It's
It's not hockey where if a tie you get a point.
the only one that's ever picked a tie in the history of this show was the guy that lives on Jimmy's porch.
Wait,
Mike.
didn't they?
Michael.
Yeah, a couple years ago,
I thought
he
they did
predicted
tie it a couple
tie,
years
and
ago.
It wasn't even close.
They did. They tied Pittsburgh to open the season.
Yeah, but that wasn't the game that he had picked as a tie.
Ah.
It was just ridiculous. What are
All
you
right.
guys thinking for this week anyway? How are you feeling?
Can we go to the game slide?
Jimmy, are you going to meet us down there?
Next one.
Wait, I thought it was in Detroit.
But no.
No.
It's in Cleveland.
Jesus Christ.
You guys aren't
You're going to
selling your
bitch that the
tickets?
Browns fans
I don't know
aren't
what I
loud
was
enough.
thinking.
If you don't even know which stadium to go to.
No, for some reason I thought it was in Detroit.
I thought you all were selling your tickets.
Jimmy is not ready to work.
Whether or not we sold the tickets doesn't mean that Jimmy
No, because
come down there
850
and
did
still meet
something
us
about
there.
Detroit, and I just thought it was in Detroit. Never mind.
Oh, you're such a
Boo.
Maybe we'll see.
Are we going to face Goff or the backup?
Golf with the wind.
Back up.
Backup.
Is Goff hurt?
Yeah, he didn't practice today.
Golf blows.
Goff blows.
I
Well-
hope we face golf.
Doesn't matter.
Goff is in a. I'm sure when they told him, "Hey man, we made a trade for you. You're going to go to Detroit, and then what's this fuck's going to come over here to LA? Is that fine?" I'm sure he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? What did I do to you people?"
Yeah, we only went to a Super Bowl together, and
Yeah.
but right now, I mean, they looked like that was the right move, but boy, did they get smoked by San Francisco.
Henry died.
Yeah, they got lit up. It was fun to watch.
Yeah,
too.
they got an interception on a throw intended for Beckham.
Yeah, he made no effort on that play.
He made no effort here.
Yeah, that was the best thing that could have happened to Cleveland because the memes that have been going around have been just great.
All right. Do you
What?
guys have any predictions for this week's Slobber Knocker, the Great Lakes Classic, the Battle of the Barge, whatever the hell nickname this thing has?
I think Chubb's going to be back. Obviously, it's a bounce
Well,
back
make
game.
sure you-
We're
make
glad
sure
the
you
Lions
base-
are there.
Make sure you base your prediction on something that might not happen.
The Lions are scrappy, so it's going to be 27-10 Browns.
That doesn't sound very scrappy.
I will say the Lions do not get more than they did last week at 16 points. Browns 27, Cleveland 16.
Huh, Browns 27,
What?
Cleveland 16.
They're playing themselves.
Hey, you just said Browns 27, Cleveland 16.
Browns 27, Lions 16.
Okay, that makes a little
Yeah,
more sense.
that makes
I
way
thought-
more sense.
I thought we were going to score 43 points. I wasn't sure.
Or he was trying to say they can only lose if they beat themselves.
Jimmy is showing us his nipples. I guess that means he has a prediction.
Or we could do like Steve, who they're going to win by a lot.
Perfect. What says you, Jim?
20-20.
You're picking your tie, huh?
The
I'll be
Lions are 0-8-2.
I will be happy to write that down when the
Go
score
to tie.
ends up being 22-18. Jimmy will be the closest.
Take that.
20-20. I wrote it down. It's been documented. 20-20.
There
There is
are
any-
no other predictions in the chat, so everyone is now
Damn it.
enabled by your last minute. Put your predictions in here if you missed the show.
I think
Post.
we've thrown them
Right.
too many.
No,
bones.
Not
no
a
one
highly
watches.
viewed episode.
That's smart. They're all waiting for his golf playing, his Chubb playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I almost don't want to make a prediction this early in the week because
You never know what's going to happen by Friday.
Right, and I think was it Peoples Jones or somebody tweaked a hammy today at practice?
Yeah, they think maybe a groin.
Something.
Oh, what?
Oh no!
He re-aggravated.
He limped off the practice field.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, so I mean we're going to be going 3 tight end wide outs again.
Oh, I'm changing my prediction.
Case Keenum is going to start because Baker banged his knee on the coffee table or something. Who fucking knows?
Spalding, are you changing your prediction in 19 to 19?
I was thinking with that new information, it might be 17-10 us.
Well, why does that mean that that Detroit's going to score less?
No, I had 10.
Hey.
I had 27-10.
I am eating
okay,
Detroit-style pizza for whatever that's worth.
You got Jets?
I am.
Has anyone ever had Master Pizza? Are they any good?
I got Pizza Hut's version of it, so whatever, it's all right.
I am going to think.
That's-
I'm kind of with John on this one. I think this might be a bounce back game. I don't think Detroit's a very good football team at all. I'd hate to be that team that gives them their first win, though. Oh, that would be fucking embarrassing. And that's when the
Please
floodgates
don't do that to us.
open.
Oh, if that happens.
Please
Are
don't
we
do that to us.
Are we home against Detroit, home against the Ravens, or are we home away, bye week home?
No, we are
It's
home
home.
against Detroit,
Away.
at Baltimore,
Okay.
bye week, home
Oh, and
Baltimore.
then we're at Baltimore. You're right. I had it mixed up.
I am going to say I don't think the Browns are going to be able to put a lot of points on the board either. 21, I'm giving them, but I think they can shut Detroit down big time. They don't have anything besides Swift. I think that's the only thing they have on that team right now.
Is
I'll give
Swift
them-
fast?
I'll give them 6. I think the defense bounces back big time this week, but the offense still just continues to just not be impressive.
So Brian's picking Cleveland.
I am picking Cleveland.
Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under
Okay,
since 1868. See our
Well,
But at least we're not Detroit.
We're not Detroit.
Come on, you need the Great Lakes Classic song.
All right, everybody, let's go to the last slide. Thanks for tuning
Herman
in.
policy, the worst idea ever.
The Barge.
Join the Wednesday Night Quarterbacks group on Facebook. Watch us live on Facebook, YouTube, and Vim. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go, and we will see you next Wednesday.
there it
There
is.
it is.
And if you're in the Muni lot, make sure that you go and check out Michael Pomerantz. We are going to leave with his video, and he's going to show a couple of his images out there that he sells. So if you see him, make sure you go and buy a print from Mr.
Oh,
Pomerantz.
right here.
There we go.
There it is.
See if I can
Webby.
get mine.
Burn.
I got my Chubb.
Shover.
Oh,
I got
Good
Joe
job.
Thomas. I got Joe Thomas over there. Now Seamus has like a whole wall somewhere. You have 8 of them or 10 of them, don't you?
What?
I have every one he's ever made except for the who's
What's his name? Palmer?
Michael
Pomerantz.
Pomerantz. Yep.
I have every single one that he's made except for Josh Cribbs. I lost it in the flood.
Here's this video. We'll see you all next Wednesday.
All right, Wednesday night QB's live in the Muni lot, and we have with us
Michael Pomerantz.
and this guy. If you don't, is this your son?
My stepson, yeah, Jack Coleman.
Okay, Jack Coleman, Mike Pomerantz. If you don't know, now you know. This guy sells the prints that we all have in our homes. You gotta have them. You gotta know what you gotta get. This guy's got them for you right here. Here's what we got. You going to work tomorrow?
This is work.
This is work. So he ain't going to work tomorrow unless you're gonna be here tomorrow.
No.
No? Give us your quick Browns resume. How long you been coming down here? How long you been doing this?
Well, I've been selling my paintings of Browns players in the Muni lot since 2011. I went to my first Browns game in 1966. So I've been here a couple of times.
He's been here a couple of times. 1966, do you remember who it was against?
No, I can only say that I missed Jim Brown by 1 year and the championship by 2 years. So I have never seen a championship, and I'm still waiting.
As we all are. All right, well,
And I also want to say that thanks to great guys like Brian here, who have been big supporters and just fun people, because this is the best place to work in the whole city.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate what you do because I think I have all of them.
You do,
except for those two right
ones,
there.
Yeah. Get your new one.
I'll see you when you get down
All
there.
right, man.
All right, here's the biggest question, most important question of the day. What's your prediction for tonight's game?
I think it's going to be competitive. It'll come down to how many touchdowns Baker can throw, because the defense is going to have some problems with all the injuries.
What do you think?
27-24 Browns.
27-24 Browns, and?
I'll go with my better half here.
Okay. Well, then, besides Baker and Odell, who's going to play the key parts in today's victory?
I like to think Chubbs is. I don't think they've given him the ball enough.
Chubb seems to be the hot one here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Right guard. If Baker can stay upright, we got it.
So he's going with offensive line. He's going with Chubb. You heard it here first in the Muni lot. Fools. All right, Wednesday night, QB's live in the Muni lot, and we have with us
Michael Pomerantz.
On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called Cleveland Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Madder than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known throughout the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be